Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where today we will be checking 10 of the best players in this year's NBA playoffs. And while there is no definite way to say who are in fact the best players as forms and statistics change and vary, but the NBA playoffs offer the best, most intense conditions where one can truly see which gems are shining. The players performing best in the tense and pressurized environment of the NBA playoffs truly deserve a spot in today's top 10 rankings. So guys, before we say any more, remember to give the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to receive more of such videos, then go ahead and hit the bell icon so you can be alerted to any future videos we release. Now let's move on with the video. Number 10. Andrew Wiggins. We start of this list with Andrew Wiggins. This man played the ultimate team game in the playoffs. While his name is not usually associated with big numbers, Andrew Wiggins played his part, that is of the small forward or the power forwards, perfectly. While his individual contribution did not amount to much in terms of points, he double-doubles in game number 4 and game number 5, and against Tottenham his defense was world-class. Andrew Wiggins acted as a godsend for the Warriors and eventually helped his team secure their 4th championship in 8 years. What helped Andrew Wiggins secure the number 10 spot on this list is the fact that many seem to have lost all hope in Andrew Wiggins. Many had given up on him. But then he goes on court, establishes his presence. His reliability in scoring against Boston is exactly what was required of Andrew Wiggins, and he delivered. His statistics for the season are also not too shabby. Andrew Wiggins averaged 18.3 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 2.2 assists in 6 games in the 2022 NBA Finals. Number 9. Klay Thompson. In at number 9 is another Golden State Warriors player, Klay Thompson. Seeing that the Golden State Warriors won the playoffs, it should not be that surprising to see more than one of their players in the top 10. And if you have made a comeback as awesome as Klay Thompson, then you too would agree with this list. In 2019, Klay Thompson got a heartbreaking injury, which only makes this win all the more extraordinary. Averaging 19.8 points per game on 39.9% from 3, he entered the finals on a high after a 32-point night to send the Mavericks home. Though this may not be the Klay Thompson of the early years, he is still a force to be reckoned with his frequent scoring outbursts, immaculate defense, stamina, and the explosiveness to zoom past other players on the court. Much like Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson also plays for the team and not just himself. When the team is in trouble, you can rely on Klay Thompson to dig them out. And when he scores for the team. Number 8. Nikola Jokic. At number 8 comes one of the big 3 we mentioned in one of our previous videos, assuming you have been following along. You have been following this channel, right? Right. Nervous chuckle. Anyways, Nikola Jokic is one of those players who changed the role of the big man at the center in the NBA. The amount of versatility he brought in his gameplay meant that the center position was more in the action than ever more. And so a greater responsibility fell on the big man. Jokic practically carried his entire team in the 5 games he played. What are his statistics in those games, you ask? Excellent question. He averaged 31 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists, which is legend. Wait for it. Legendary. No other center in the history of the sport had such finesse in passing. Number 7. Jaylen Brown. 7th place on this list has got to go to Jaylen Brown. While Jaylen Brown has exhibited many of his faults, it is undebatable that without Brown's presence on the court, the Celtics would not have come anywhere close to the finals. The man has gone from just a defense specialist to a freaking NBA All-Star. Brown, along with Tottenham, has definitely picked the team up and carried them to the final. Though he is not quite at that level yet, you can expect him to climb this list next year, since he already possesses the necessary physical and offensive tools to make him a beast and a major threat for any team he stands against. Number 6. Ja Morant. At 6 is John Morant, also called Ja Morant. As young as Ja Morant is, it is absolutely mind-blowing to see the quality of leadership he displays on the court. His leadership was for everyone to see during the game against the Warriors, as Ja Morant rallied the entire locker room and the Grizzlies rocked the Warriors. It was a historic game that saw Morant give everyone a masterclass on scoring, as dropped 47 points in that game. Ja Morant averaged 27.1 points, 9.8 assists, and 8.0 rebounds in 9 games in the 2022 playoffs. Number 5. Stephen Curry. Curry's quest for a Finals MVP trophy may come to an end this season, and to be honest, the whole thing is a bit silly to begin with. Curry continued to dispel any last doubts about his playoff readiness in 2022. Though his steady greatness merits praise, the three-time champion hasn't scored 35 or more points in a single postseason game. Throughout the final 4 games versus Denver, he scored an average of 31 points per contest. Against Dallas, he averaged 7.4 assists while shooting 44% from outside the arc. If you cut him some slack for his shooting issues versus Memphis, he has a good case for the top slot on this list. Number 4. Luka Doncic. Now, you may also remember this name from our previous videos. In our video discussing trash-talking fails, Luka Doncic's name came up as he single-handedly demolished the Phoenix Suns after Kevin Booker trash-talked at him. He is also the first NBA player to be eligible for a pay raise under the Derrick Rose rule. Now, what is the Derrick Rose rule, you ask? It's basically a big raise for upcoming players who display exceptional talents on the court. And that is exactly what Luka Doncic is, an exceptional player. Doncic's season averages are 28.3 points, 9.1 rebounds, and 8.7 assists. The data speaks for itself. Number 3. Joel Embiid. Another one of the big three, Joel Embiid comes in at number 3. Also one of those players who completely redefined what it means to play the center position, along with Jokic and Giannis. This season, Embiid has been the epitome of domination, scoring a career-high 30.2 points per game in addition to 11.6 rebounds and 4.2 assists per game, which is a career high. Embiid continues to make an impact on the defensive end, where he anchors things for Philadelphia, in addition to his offensive supremacy. Number 2. Jimmy Butler. While many have believed that Jimmy Butler's prime is over, this season he proved everyone wrong. This man was on a mission, taking on the overpowered team after the overpowered team taking the Miami Heat to the finals. In 6 games, he consistently made 35 points, and of those 6, 3 were against Boston, thus proving that Jimmy Butler is still in the game. Even though he missed the three-pointer, which could have taken Miami Heat to the final, Jimmy Butler is as good as they come, especially in the playoffs. Number 1. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis declared himself king in 2021, and it will take a lot for anyone to usurp him. Giannis entered a new plane after a historic performance in the 2021 NBA Finals, where remarkable is the baseline expectation. This is the highest compliment, but it may also make accomplishments less noticeable. Could he repeat the feat in 2022? As evidence, he received 8 out of the top 11 votes from our voters. Giannis is quietly averaging 30.1 points, 11.6 rebounds, and 5.8 assists per game for a Bucks club that has a chance to win the East top seed, solidly placing himself in the running for MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. And that is it, guys. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to be notified of future videos, then go ahead and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our videos. Also, do let us know in the comment what your top 10 NBA players list is for the 2022 playoffs. We will catch you in the next video.